over there, man?
Stevon is doing great.
Oh, Stevon, I'm sorry. I do that every time.
It's okay.
With that being said, Marilyn, that microphone exploded on me today. Let's try that.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
We're getting there. It's starting to like you a little bit. This is exciting. Yeah. So, number one, right off the bat, Marilyn, I got to ask you, how's everything been at the salon?
It's been going great, and thank you for having me back.
Well, and two, it's really cool to see that you're really just kicking butt and taking names right now, adding Stevon to the mix. Take me through how that kind of partnership came about.
Well, actually, I've been knowing him since I was a child. You know, he's like a brother to me. So I've been knowing him ever since I was 13 or 14 years old.
Really? So
he moved out to Oakland, and he opened up a salon. He's a world-renowned stylist, but we're from St. Louis, Missouri.
Really
and
cool.
he recently located back here because his dad, passed.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And that's how we became in partnership.
So when did the phone call come in? Was it right when you were opening the doors, or was it before that? Was this already in the works?
Well, I called him and told him that I needed him.
Really? I love it.
Yeah.
And Stevon, that answer was?
Yes.
I love it. So take me through your career, if you don't mind. You started, we were talking before we came on, you started in the 80s, correct?
I started in exactly 1980.
Wow. Where'd you start off at?
Oakland, California.
Really cool.
I went to a beauty college called Merit Universal. It's advanced training.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Well, I got to ask you the generic question right off the bat. You've seen, and I've talked to you a little bit about, we've seen some trends come and go. From the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, what is the worst trend in your opinion?
The worst trend in my today, probably.
I like it. And can you elaborate on it? What's the reason being for that?
Well, it's not the worst, really the worst trend. I think it's a circle. You know, it's coming back to like in 1980, 90, 2000. It's repeating itself again.
That's really...
So there's really no bad trend in the hair business.
It's just a cycle, huh?
It's just a cycle. It repeats itself.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Well, I got to ask, the first day after you get out of the school, you're ready to go. Take me through the first day on the workforce. How was that first appointment? Were you having any nerves? I was going to ask you.
It's scary because they throw you out there like you've been thrown to the wolves.
Right.
And you pick up and you buckle down and use what you have, what you learned in beauty school. And I had a stylist that was I was what do they call it? An assistant.
Okay.
So I had someone that was more advanced than I was to teach me and train me in the salon. I didn't just walk in the salon
and start
as a
going.
senior operator.
Right.
I walked in as an assistant to another senior operator. And from there, I advanced.
He had a mentor.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Well, and I find that fascinating is the structure and the hierarchy of the salon and that process because, for people that don't know, they would think, well, it's just like, any other job, they throw you to the wolves, but you're working on somebody's, hair, you're working on the way someone's going to look for the next couple of weeks, months, and
That's right.
You got to make sure you're ready to go.
That's right.
And now take me through the first experience you had when you're on your own, after all the training's done, the mentoring, now it's time for the first taker. How did that go?
Well, the first taker for me, I didn't just really do my best work in the salon. I did it in hair shows.
Oh, yeah.
And so I did a lot of competitions.
Take me through those because we talked a little bit about them. You brought in some of these trophies that were just massive. And Stevon, what are those competitions like? Did you have a specialty that you were doing in these?
Well, in most of the competitions I competed in, they had a trend, and whatever the trend was, you had to do that trend. So my first trend was with the NCCA. I think it was the National Hairdressers Association and the CCA. And what they wanted a daytime and an evening hairstyle in one style. Oh. So you had to do a daytime look and an evening look.
That kind of sounds complicated a little bit.
It was scary.
I was going to ask you, that doesn't sound like that's for the faint of heart if you're in the styling industry. Now, when did you start realizing that you had a niche for this and you were really talented, especially when it comes to competition, because you've done a lot?
Well, as a matter of fact, the beauty college I attended, I was the only person that brought trophies to that school. And
Wow.
my instructor was the one that encouraged me to go to compete. She thought I had a neck for this hair business, and I was exceptionally good at doing hair. So I was okay, and I gave it a try. And so I would go home at night dreaming about what hairstyle I was going to create. I would pick and
dream
choose.
too.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
pick and choose my models. You know, I would go to department stores, girls that worked in department stores, saleswomen, and they looked like a model or they dressed like a model. I would pick and choose my model.
Yeah.
And then I would get a designer to design their clothing, their dresses, from head to toe. And so my specialty was head to toe.
That is incredible. Well, and it shows how passionate you have to be in anything. You know, if you want to be successful, I mean, you're going to, man, I think I can dream this up, or I'm going to think about it, you know, all the time. You have to be in the mode like that if you want to succeed, right, Marilyn?
Oh, absolutely. But one thing I'm really excited about, I'm excited about having Stevon, come to Alton, the Riverbend area, and help me execute, all of this experience that we have, between the two of us. And I'm just really excited about that. And we're passionate about what we do in regard to bringing beauty to this industry and applying it to our customers. I'm excited.
Why don't we do this? You guys have a moment to stick around?
Sure.
Let me pay this quick bill. 10:20, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back on this Tuesday morning in downtown Alton right after this.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back to our I was running out of music. 10:23 in Marilyn's care. Marilyn in studio, Stevon in studio. And by the way, I don't know what you did. I don't know if you sweet talked that microphone, but it quit blowing up in my ears. So I really appreciate you even more today.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You were great. Well, this is cool because whenever someone brings a business in, a lot of the times it's, for me, it's, hey, that's really cool. That's exciting. Anything I can do to help. But whenever I talked to you the first time, Marilyn, I knew that this was going to become a staple because of how passionate you are in expanding and bringing in Stevon and all these really important pieces that make up not only a business, but it makes up a brand. And that's what I think is so important. And when they go to In Marilyn's Care, you're going to get care times 1,000, I would say so in the least. And I just think it's really cool that you're doing so well right off the bat.
Thank you.
And with that being said, let's circle back real quick to Stevon. I wanted to ask you just about the journey it's been. Throughout all the peaks, valleys, throughout the decades, was there, a time where you just felt like you were on fire, that, there was nobody that could stop you?
There was a time. And I think during that time is when I started doing all these celebrities.
Okay, that's what I was looking at.
Number one in their craft.
Yeah.
And so, like my salon, it gravitated toward entertainers, singers, dancers, you name it. The girl I was married to, she was a performing artist, and she had a Motown career. So that brought those people to my salon.
And what's her name?
Her name is Nikita.
Wow.
And she had a Motown career with Motown. And
that's my favorite type of
that
music.
just gravitated other entertainers who were trying to get their kickoff start in the industry to come to me. When they saw that I got her deal and she got her video and things, they said, okay, I think that guy, Stevon, he's the guy we want to deal with. So all the top celebrities, entertainers, they were in the Bay Area and California, Northern, Los Angeles, they came to see me. New York City.
Is that nerve-wracking at all?
No, it's not.
And the only reason I ask is because, the best testimonial or endorsement you can get is somebody that is an entertainer that literally needs to look perfect for their craft. And whenever you're providing that, I can see how you just almost built up, I hate to say the word empire, but it really was.
Yeah, well, most of the entertainers that came to see me, they were kind of introverted when they came to me. They really didn't have a voice when it came to their look, because they had no idea how they should look.
Wow.
There you go. And that's where we come in.
Exactly. Look, talk about the tie-in.
Now, Steve, name a few.
For example, like MC Hammer. When MC Hammer first started his career, he didn't have a look. He didn't know how he should look. So when I met him, I said, hey, Hammer, his name was Stanley during his time, his real name.
Yeah.
I said, Hammer, I call him Stanley. Let's create a look for you, and you get your name, because he was going to start off being the son of the king, spiritual gospel rap. And so I began to work with him, and we started critiquing his look. His hair was very short. He didn't have a look. He just looked nerdy. He looked real nerdy, If I had to say that, it's true. So I say, man, look, I'm going to give you a look. So we created, it's called the Jury Curl back then. They call it, I don't know what they call it now, the wave. Anyway, I designed that look for him and started giving him little parts on the side of his hair.
Yeah, I remember seeing those.
He got known for that. And started wearing the gazelle sunglasses. So he really started getting a name for that.
He was on tour with them.
Yeah, and I went on tour with him too. Exactly. And so the true thing was a major thing, because he had exploded. And I didn't think he was going to explode.
What about Envough?
And so same thing with the girl group Envough.
Yeah.
They were R&B singing group. And a couple of those girls worked in my salon. And so when they came up with the idea to put a group together, Tommy and Denny, which are the producers for the group, they called me up and said, hey, Stevon, I'm trying to put a girl group together, and they had considered the girl I was married to be the lead singer for the group Envough. So when I met with these guys, she was already signed with a contract with another production company called Live Oak, and the girl that owned Live Oak, her father is one of the part owners with the Oakland A's baseball team. So it was just crazy. It was just crazy.
And Eddie Fischer.
Oh, Eddie Fischer was real cool.
And Eddie Fischer used to be married to Elizabeth Taylor. And he's a
and Debbie Reynolds.
Yeah.
Man, lucky guy. Lucky guy.
Yeah. So, and then it's some other groups, Angela Bofell. As a matter of fact, the guy Miles Davis from Alton, Illinois.
He's from Alton.
Wait,
I think he's from Alton.
Yeah, he has a statue. He's right over there. His house is right up the road, too.
Well, Miles Davis' boss was my client.
No way.
Yes, he was. He came from New York City. He would fly in to see me, and I would do a hair replacement unit on him. And I was his main man. And so when they found out that Dr. Butler was my client, all the musicians and stuff in the Bay Area that was trying to come up, they wanted to be my friend.
And that's one of the things we're going to specialize in is hair replacement.
Yeah, and that's a big thing. For anybody, any gender, it seems like it doesn't. There's not
Men or women.
Yeah, there's not really a. It doesn't pick on just one. You know. Well,
go ahead.
I just got to ask you. I mean, out of all this stuff, do you ever just take a moment and go, "Holy crap, I did that"?
I took a moment the day I met George Michaels. Seriously.
Okay, hold on here.
So we were in Los Angeles. Stevie Wonder, George Michaels, all those guys, Chaka Khan. These are groups.
Yeah.
That really made it big in the industry. Prince, had a chance to,
Yeah.
in the hair industry, just meeting Prince because I was doing certain people that was in his entourage hair, for videos, for soundtracks or just for a look. They wanted a certain look. Hey, I'm doing an album cover. I need a look. And so they would call me in to give them their look.
That is just incredible. I mean, to me, what I think just even more like just going a bigger picture is you're, in a lot of cases, and some of these, the person to think for the album cover, the video, the style. I mean, that is just remarkable to me.
Oh, most definitely, yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah. So
I don't even know what to say. I mean, I'm actually speechless.
It was easy for them to contact me because they knew anytime they had to come to the Bay Area, to the Bay, and do a video shoot or whatever, then they needed somebody on the set to do the hair. I was the first person they thought of. They said, that guy named Stevon, he's the guy. This guy named Genuine, I don't know if you ever heard of him. He had a song called My Pony. But anyway, I forget what label he was on. He was doing a video for this company called BET. Mm-hmm. And they needed someone to do the hair for the model in the video. They called me.
This is just incredible. I mean, this is just... Marilyn filled me in a little bit about your bio, but to hear it firsthand, we are blessed to have you. I mean, seriously. I mean, we are really blessed, and Marilyn's blessed to have... I mean, this is a huge deal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you, working with... this is a young lady, her name was Shanice Wilson. And she had a hit song out during this time with this guy named Tevin Campbell. They both were #1 artists in the industry. And so I had a friend. His name was Narada Michael Walden. He was a big producer. He did Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, these guys. So I had my wife involved with that production company. So anytime they would come in town or do a tour or whatever, they'll call me. Hey, we want you to come with us and do the hair for everybody. Sheila E., you name them. They all were there.
Oh my God. This is just incredible. So, I mean, let me just say this. Let me get on my soapbox for half a second. If they can trust Stevon, I think we all can, and we're blessed to have you right here. And now take me through all the things that you guys are going to accomplish in Marilyn's care, if you don't mind me asking, Marilyn.
Well, like I said before, we're going to specialize in hair replacement. Mm-hmm. In the meantime, in between time, we're going to provide excellent hair care at affordable prices.
That is just incredible.
We're doing this because we love the industry, And between both of us, I mean, we probably have... I don't want to tell how old I am.
Good answer.
But we have years and years in this industry, and also as well, we want to like other people mentored us. We want to be able to provide jobs, in the community. To teach them and train them, and that's another phase that we're going to be working on in the Alton area as well.
This is, I mean, such a huge thing because, I mean, like I said, I knew it right away when you were talking that you had some experience and some great experience in what you're doing, and then now to add Stevon onto this is just incredible, and I mean, really is incredible. I got to ask you, Stevon, if you don't mind me asking, has there ever been a bit of advice that someone you cut, one of the celebrities you cut's hair that they gave you that worked? Does that ever happen in the barber's chair where they're going, hey, Stevon, have you ever tried this?
I think the guy Eddie Fischer, because he was older and he had been in the business for years, movies, name it. I think the advice he gave me, he said, man, just relax, chill. He said, I don't require you to do much. He said, but I want you to feel like you've been doing my hair for the past 25 years. So just relax, just chill out. I want you to blow dry this, cut this, and it's really simple. And I thought I felt so relaxed.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't believe this guy too cool. He's not. I'm thinking he's gonna like, hey, you didn't do this right, but it wasn't like that.
He didn't big time you at all.
He didn't big time me at all. He was so humble, and he invited me to come to New York City to hang out at his night. He had a nightclub in New York. And he wanted me to come hang out and just chill. I just felt right at home, you know.
This is so cool.
I just feel right at home,
well,
you know.
And I think that anyone that comes through in Marilyn's care is going to feel right at home because you got two great people right in front of me that are passionate, that have a ton of experience, and not just experience. Because listen, there's a lot of people with experience in this world, and a lot of it ain't good experience. You need somebody that's been there, that's done some great work, that has great results like you two have. And now, before I let you go, Marilyn, because I do have one more interview to get to today,
sure.
I wanted just to fill everybody in on the services that you provide so they can give you a call today and get on you and Stevon's books.
Right now, we're doing trendy haircuts, hair replacements, shampoos and styles, and for all ethnicities of hair.
Yes.
And, permanent waves, silk pressed, just on and on. Everything. We're
Hair weaves.
We're full service salon.
And what's the number to call?
314-437-3359.
And we'll make sure to link all that contact information on the write-up and on the video description, all that good stuff. But I got a question, one more for both of you.
Okay.
What would you do to fix my mullet?
For you, I'll probably give you a nice, short European haircut. Just kind of spike it up in the top a little bit, put a little mousse stiffener in there. I'll probably frost or color your tips of your ends of your hair and give you a real nice cut, a nice look, something European-ish, you know what I mean, New Yorkish.
I might have to try that out. Marilyn, what are you thinking? You're right there with Stevon?
And you know what? Funny you should say that because the mullet hairstyle is back.
Is it really?
Did you know that?
No.
It is.
Oh.
It's where it's short on top, long in the back. It's back.
Interesting.
The mullet hairstyle is back.
Do you like that? It's back?
I do.
Really? I see. Now I was curious because some people like it.
I'm trying to think. Is that like the Billy Cyrus look?
Yeah, like the Elvis thing. Where it just kind of comes all the way down. You got the little.
Oh, okay.
If you Google it, you will see it's a young man just won a hair competition for the mullet haircut.
Really?
Yeah. So the mullet hairstyle is back.
That's incredible. I don't know, Stevon. I might have to try out your look for me. I think I might have to because that sounds pretty interesting too.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
That's your tease for the next interview. Who knows? I might have a different hairstyle when we talk again. With that being said, and
one more thing you didn't touch bases on is our product knowledge, which we do have that. So we have a great knowledge in product knowledge, how to, give something that you don't have. Like, you say if your hair is straight, and you want more volume or more body, but then we have certain products inside of Marilyn's salon that can give you that look to achieve it. Like, most celebrities that came to see me, they didn't have a look. They needed some additives.
We create one
to add, to make them look a certain way. So if the hair was too flat, maybe we can mousse it up or something or spike it up.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Then we use
Steve.
certain products in the salon that would give it. And also, a good thing with Marilyn and I, that she got a person that was in the hair coloring competition. So I won some like Clairol or other competitions in coloring.
Yeah.
And so work with the company Alveda, which we specialize in cuts, highlights, lowlights, trends for different clients that came to the salon. And, we got pretty good at that,
And just to finalize, and I'm glad you brought that up as far as product knowledge. If you follow us on In Marilyn's Care Beauty and Barber Salon, In Marilyn's Care Beauty and Barber Salon on Facebook and Instagram. If you follow us, and then I have product knowledge tips, hair techniques, as well as hairstyles.
I love it.
As well as skin.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing too. I mean, a huge thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we link all of that, the Facebook page and everything, so people can go click right on there and get more information, because I'm excited to see this really the era of In Marilyn's Care really officially starting here in Alton. It started a couple of months ago, but a huge wave of momentum coming with Stevon coming into the mix, and Marilyn, just all the great work that you do. And really
you,
appreciate
CJ.
both of your time. Seriously, this was
thank
so
you.
cool. This was like really cool.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Thanks
a
for
great
having
interview.
us.
This was fantastic. 10:38, we'll take a quick one, and then we'll come back and talk about the Camp Du Bois October Rendezvous. This is kind of cool. This is where, over there in Wood River at Camp Du Bois, they do a reenactment almost weekend where you can go and see people in traditional dress, all that stuff, doing like artisan
Like that.
bread making, butter,
Yeah.
the whole 9 yards. So we're going to get
Love
some
it.
details on it so you can get the family out there and enjoy a nice October day right after this quick one in downtown Alton.